Hi, I'm Lucy Torres-Deas, and I want to talk to you today about balance. What does balance mean? I imagine a kid standing on one foot, holding a book in this hand, some other books in this hand, and then something on their head, and one little push tips them over. So, how do you balance yourself every day? Because it needs to be every day. And if you think about how you restore yourself every single day and you balance yourself and make it a priority, things get easier and easier. The stress doesn't get to you as easy. You don't get as angry or frustrated. You don't get fearful. You also don't have this desire just to eat, take away the fears, the anxiety. Once you're in balance, you're able to be resilient in any type of situation, in good or bad, but most importantly, in bad. So, what I want you to think about is for the body, for us to be in balance, think about a triangle, right? On the top, you have of the triangle, the mind. On the side, the body and the soul on the other. A triangle has equilateral distances. If one side is off, one corner is off, it will fall. So every single part has to be in balance, in unison, and healthy to make sure the structure is sound. So we'll start with the mind. What do you do for your mind, for your mental health? All right. And the things that come to mind that are important is sleep, is exercise. It can be yoga. It can be talking to friends. It could be also seeing a mental health provider. If you're suffering from depression, anxiety, a psychologist, or going to an AA group to help you with addiction. Okay? And then the body. What do you do for the body? What do you put in your body? What do you do to make sure it's rested? So things I want you to think about is your diet. All right? Your diet is important. It's important to drink a lot of water, not processed food. Eat more vegetables and apples. Things we've heard since we were kids. And fruits. Thinking apples. Apples low in sugar, good in fiber. Okay? And also high fiber foods. And try to make your own dishes. And a variety of colors on that plate. And make sure everything's well balanced in moderation. No need to have a big size of food, okay? In moderation. And then minimize the sweets. I know it sounds like it's challenging, but bit by bit, as you work on all three aspects, you'll learn and notice that it'll be easier and easier. And you just set one goal in terms of what you want to reduce in terms of your diet. It could be, okay, I'm not going to drink soda. And it takes about 2 weeks to 3 weeks to get rid of a bad habit. So every single day, and tell your friends too, so that they can encourage you to stick to your plan and help you to be healthy. And you will model it for others too that are in your family. And then with that, the shift will change so everybody's healthier. So, and the other aspect is you can eat your grains, and if you're going to eat meats, just trying to eat the leanest meats or fish, all right? And if you're able to afford organic, possibly organic, but cage-free, roaming-free, because as animals are harmed in the industry, it also affects how their bodies react. And then when we eat that meat, it doesn't react well with us. All right. So think about that in terms of your eating. And then exercising. How do we exercise during COVID when we have a mask on? So you can try to go outside, all right, and do it early in the morning when there's not a lot of people around, and you put your mask on. It's important to wear your mask because as you walk, there's particles that spread. So just keep your mask on and walk as much as you can. And if you can be in nature, that is an added benefit because we need nature every single day to restore us. And you could run, you could ride your bike, you can kayak, whatever you like to do in terms of exercise. The other thing you can do is, what do we do when we're in lockdown? All right. Well, I want you to pick your favorite music. All right. It can be, I'm just going to say then what I pick in my house with my kids is merengue. All right. And you start out with 5 minutes of your favorite music that makes you dance and makes you happy. All right. You start out with 5 minutes and you move around and you dance like nobody is watching, or you dance like everybody's watching, and who cares? You just have fun. And if your family's there in your house, bring them in. So 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, 15, and trying to get up to an hour every single day. All right? And you don't have to do it an hour straight, but you try. And if not, you do it in bits and pieces during the day so you're moving. You're moving. And how do you do nature when you're in lockdown? You sit near the window and you open it up. You look at the trees. You listen to the birds chirping. You just listen to the sounds. And also the city, right? Or wherever you're at. Because what we've created is beautiful. So we also have to find the beauty of it. So listening to nature and looking at it and just appreciating it, being in the moment, being mindful, okay, being present. That also goes back to the mind. And if as I talk about these all kind of fit in together. All right, you can kind of put them in the soul category, the body category, the mind. Then the other thing you want to do is sleep. How do you sleep if you have to work and watch kids at the same time? How do you get everything done with the house? And it's a challenge, but prioritize it, all right? My house is not clean all the time, okay? There are toys everywhere. And I say we're making memories, all right? I have a 1.5-year-old, a 3.5-year-old, I have a dog, 2, and a husband. So we just go with the flow. We try to pick up, but the priority is trying to make sure you rest, all right? And so take away all devices a half an hour before you sleep and a half an hour and try to do a ritual that is calming and soothing before you fall asleep. Any ritual, taking a shower, soaking in a bath, drinking a chamomile tea, or just doing another meditation, or reading something calm, or listen to music to calm you down from the day and let it go. All right? And then talking about the soul. So the soul aspect is, we've talked about it in other parts. It could be, what are you doing to slow down, to be quiet, to be still? So I know, how can you say to do that? How do we have time? Well, it takes 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes in the morning and in the nighttime to take down, and you can either be meditation in terms of the breathing techniques that we did on the first video. It could be with yoga. It could be with just listening to music, soothing music, or like a 432 hertz healing music. If you Google it, you'll find it, okay? Some various types of healing music that's calming. And if that doesn't speak to you, then use another type of music to just focus on the music and being present. And so trying to do that twice a day. and then focusing on your breath. And then if you need to do it a little bit more, do it more often. And let's say you work in a challenging industry, or you're working during a COVID surge and you're in healthcare, you're an essential worker. Then after your shift, you get in your car or wherever you're at and do not turn on a TV. Hopefully you don't have a TV in there, but a phone, music, nothing. Just sit there for a couple minutes and focus on your breath. And as you breathe in all the good. And as you breathe out, you release all the bad that happened during the day. As you breathe in all the good. And as you breathe out all the bad. And just do that for a couple minutes before you go on your way. And just try to be, if you can, don't call anybody, just focus on driving and being mindful and looking at the scenery or whatever your commute is, but being present, okay? And the other aspect about the soul is, I've been talking about it, mindful, present. What does that mean? That means when we're with one another, talking, eating, or just being around in terms of reading a book or playing, it's putting down the devices, put down the iPhone, turn off the TV, and focus on the person in front of you, what they're doing. Because everybody wants to feel that they're loved. Everyone wants to feel that they're heard. Everyone wants to feel that somebody cares and values them. And how we do that is by being present. And then you can take other times to put time away to go to the email or get on the phone, that it's away from people so that people know that you love and care for them. And the other thing is bring food back to the table. Bring the family back to the table. And if you don't have a table, then it's okay. You bring them back into a circle of being together and eating and talking about what was their day. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for today? And you list at least 3 things. And then everybody can go around the room saying what was amazing today. And with that, being grateful, and then you do affirmations too, it will help in terms of changing how people feel. And I ask you, just try this every single day, little by little. As you try every single aspect, every single day, you'll notice you'll feel better. And we're not perfect. I am not perfect, by no means. And I have to work on myself every single day to try to model what I say and act and do. But I know since I've been doing this, I'm a better mother, I'm a better doctor, I'm a better leader, I'm a better teacher, I'm a better advocate, I'm a better listener. So think about these tools that you can do daily. You have the control. It's up to you. You get to choose. You get to choose your destiny. You get to choose what life you want to live. And it will be beautiful and amazing. And through all chaos or blessings, it will be beautiful and amazing. So I wish you all well. And thank you for listening. And I end this with sending you as much peace, love, light, and prayers for whatever is meant for you in this moment in time to be the best you. Take care.